What is going on, good people? It is VCQ. Welcome back to some more Rise of Nations campaign action. This is still the Battle of Elu, I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'm actually going to be doing Transylvania, and I just want to go through this because my last video was cut short. I still got to work on how to edit videos and stuff, but I just thought we'd go through it briefly. Need to wait just a couple of seconds. And then once you resign, you can actually see 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 armies that all come to you minute by minute, so there's 10 minutes on the clock. Each one sort of comes across. There are 2 or 3 blue armies that do come up here, and capturing the city doesn't really work to get rid of blue, so you sort of have to grab it as quick as you can, because if you sort of decide to wait, you'll get 2 or 3 armies sitting there by about the 4th minute, and trying to take on these armies all together, you're going to lose straight up, as opposed to taking them on individually, in which case you can sort of manage, as you saw in the previous video. And you sort of look at that and you think, how the hell is all that meant to be? All this? Well, you need a fortress, and you get reinforcements with your marshals, and you need to learn how to minimize casualties. So that's that scenario. It's also nice because it tells you how to control groups and organize your army better, which was something I hadn't had a clue about. And then obviously when you lose any scenario, you go to war. Now this was interesting because in my campaign runs, I'd noticed that for some reason I'd always have Transylvania, and that I think the Ottomans always had it, and grabbing it from the Russians, I'm not really sure why, but they never seemed to have it, so it was never an option either. So in my previous game, what I did was I had somehow captured Wallachia as well, and I decided, okay, what if I offered them a trade? I'll trade them Wallachia and Transylvania plus some tribute or another territory or something, and they can have it, because I actually made a spreadsheet, because I am a little bit of a nerd like that, and I've gone through all the scenarios of the territories to figure out which ones I hadn't conquered, and if there was any unique scenarios in them. So something like the Illyrian provinces or Bohemia, they ended up just being one of the conquests. There is another one we haven't gone through, and that is Norway and Denmark, but that's just a conquest, and it ends up being a 2v1 because you have to get rid of Sweden first, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you have to get rid of Sweden first. It's a conquest, it's not impossible. 2v1's a lot harder than it needs to be though, so if I really wanted to, I'd just end up going 1, 2, get the supply center plonk, 3, it might even be a bit tricky, 3, 4, 5, I mean you've still got Sweden in there, or you get Russia, so either way you're going to have to go up for a 2v1. It's not nice, and then you'd have to come back, take out Norway and Denmark in a 1v1. There's a large patch of ocean that runs through the middle of the map, and then it's sort of like 2 islands, so that is probably the worst way to go about tackling them, because in 2v1 you really want to sort of grab that land close to the enemy as quick as possible and put one enemy out of the game. But if you don't even have a dock, they're able to get set up in the city, blah 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 blah, so you're really not in for a fun time there. It is potentially doable, but considering that I've already done multiple conquests, it's no different from a normal scenario. I don't really think I need to go through a 2v1 at this stage in order to demonstrate all the different scenarios. We're just sort of making it super duper hard, which I do like a challenge, but I don't really want to bash my head against it for ages. just to sort of get a bit lucky with it. Anyway, so going through my list, I was going through all of them, something like the Kingdom of Naples. Most of them all end up being conquests. However, this one here, Transylvania, I've never encountered it before, and it's a completely new scenario. I just sort of loaded it up and I was like, oh, this is an interesting map, and decided to share it with you guys. So let's jump into it. I've got no idea what it's about, but it looks interesting. So you've got a small city, I'm assuming that's blue. Well, we'll have to destroy the castle held by purple and eliminate the enemy forces in order to safeguard the innocent citizens. So I'm assuming that because blue's the village council, then purple is Mr. Vlad. So there's no extra information. It seems like a very unique scenario. And we've got a small army. We've got a couple of scouts. I just want to have a quick look. So there's nothing really over there. However, there's there's only really 2 ways in, and that's these 2 spots. And it looks like all of that's going to be a mountain pass, so I don't know. How many minutes we got? 15. Alright, well, let's get our asses to the city centre as quick as possible. I'm not sure if I'll grab... Oh yeah, it says capture Blue's capital. Yes, I will. Can I get them back? I can build stuff. Well, I definitely want to build a fortress. Oh my goodness, they keep going. Look at that spy gun. Okay, this is kind of cool. You kind of need some citizens, don't you? Oh goodness, there are spies everywhere. Wow, those units are pretty terrible. Let's see what we got. I've got pretty much no resources. Let's get some decoys. Oh, we can't. Oh, I can build a city. Holy moly. Huh, that's it. sort of want to redo that. Guerrilla warfare. We're going to reload that again, because I want to sort of understand that a little bit more. So what happens if I say no? And then I sort of want to drag it out just a little bit longer. Alright, let's see what happens when I grab the piss off. When I grab the cancel first. So we can just conquer the city. I want to get a fortress up. We need to get the next 2 techs. We're going to get scout with us anyway. We need a market. University. Oh, we do have a granary. Nice. That'll definitely help. Yeah, we don't really have too much time left. If we grab that, I think we pretty much win on the spot, don't we? Oh no. What's this? Blue has come back. Is that the reinforcements? Must be. many siege do I have? Not enough. Game will end in 10 minutes. Yes, yes, yes. Probably gonna correct on not that long enough. Come on, really? Alright, how many we got? 1, 2, we need the third cannon. I'm not worried. I'm not worried in the slightest. This is good. We're going at a steady rate. be honest, that should really just about do it. Get these 2 spies, and then we'll head off. Cannons should be plenty, and with extra armor, that should be an issue at all. That's pretty straightforward. I didn't mind that, that was something new, something different. I don't know if the units needed to be that weak though. Plenty of other ruins to get ourselves up and going. Bit of copper, bit of silver. That's a pretty straightforward little scenario. Some guerrilla warfare. Lengthen out the video just a little. You can muck this up now that it's a little bit harder. You lose that supply wagon and oh boy, things get pretty tricky. So 15 minutes seems to be ample time for both that scenario and this one. I'll leave you just here. We're actually just going to charge straight in there. For them are decoys. I didn't get anything out of that. Bad investment. A bit annoying. attrition, even better. This is actually going to be a bit of a struggle. That was a good goal. About 8 villages there, that was pretty alright. We're definitely going to do that again once we're filled up. Ideally I should go in with an ambush, but not going to happen. We just need to keep that supply wagon alive. And the reason I'm not putting it in is because if I do lose it, then the days are pretty much numbered. So you can ambush, wouldn't recommend making decoys, I just recommend ambushing and force march. Force march to get you in and out quicker. Ambush, obviously, to sort of sneak in there, a bit more undetected. Now, I'm keeping it at the border because they chase you only to the border, the enemy troops. So we can go there once more, and even though there's a barracks there, we can probably still pick off 2 or 3 more extra citizens there. Still got 9 minutes, so we're doing pretty well. Main thing is to not lose these carabinieri. They can fire while moving, so all you really need to do is just keep them moving across where citizens are, and you can sort of get shots off. Okay, you're gone. Half of them were decoys. There weren't many other stray units. There's the scout. I mean, that was probably the best spot to attack. Another caravan. Otherwise, trying to pick off some of these other units is probably beneficial. But yeah, nothing to it. So there you go. That was the final scenario for the French campaign. Stay with me for the Americas, or maybe I might do the Cold War next. I'm probably unsure, but the Americas I'd like to go through each with the what are the native civs, what are the European civs, and obviously with the Americans. And with the Cold War, I'll be doing both sides. So it doesn't really matter which order. Both the Americans and the Russians are going to do all of them, plus all the espionage missions. So stay tuned for that in the future. Any questions or queries, as always, please leave them in the comment section down below. And thanks for watching.